Hi, welcome back to One Dish, Two Ways. So, I don't know about you, but some weekends it's crazy busy and you're doing things and then you realize we need to eat. So, you want something quick and easy. And we're still in that time frame in Central Illinois where it can be warm, but it can be cool. And we are also prepping for our first long camping trip of 2024. So this dish is going to serve two purposes. It's going to be something quick to eat today, but then I'm going to freeze the rest of it for our first night of camping up in Michigan because it's probably going to be chillier up there. And then it'll be something easy no matter what the weather's like when we show up at camp and get our pop-up open and ready. We will have something nutritious and delicious to eat, and we don't have to worry about a campfire or anything else. So this dish is based off of one of the people I follow on YouTube called Well Your World with Dylan and Reeves. And this is a variation of their recipe. So I will tell you what I did, but then I will also link their video of how they did it. So this one can be made with as many frozen ingredients as you would like. In our case, I didn't have any frozen onions, but I did have onions in the fridge I needed to use. So this is about a cup of diced onions that I have in here with a little bit of vegetable broth, just starting those because all the rest of our ingredients are coming from the freezer. So this meal is not going to take long at all. So the next ingredient, I never did say it's potato and corn chowder. That would be helpful if I told you that. So the next ingredient is going to be frozen peppers. I love these from Trader Joe's, and I don't get to Trader Joe's very often because they're not near us. So when I get them, I try to get a couple bags of them. So let me move that. I'm going to use about 3/4 of a cup of the bell peppers. You can also get a bag that has bell peppers and onions, and then you wouldn't even have to cut up your onions. So I just like this batch because of the colorfulness of them. So we're going to stick those in. Next, we're going to need, obviously, some corn to go with the corn. And this is another thing I love from Trader Joe's is their roasted corn. This bag, I've already opened a little bit for, I think, a Mexican pizza we did for you guys. So we're going to do a heaping cup of the frozen corn. And I don't know, there's something about the roasted corn that just gives it just amps the flavor versus the can of corn. But you can certainly use a can of corn. All of this, it can be as big and as you want it to be or as simple as you want it to be. The next thing you need is frozen potatoes. We get these from Azure. These are the very tiny potatoes. They take no time at all to cook, which is why they're perfect for this recipe. So this is about 4 cups of those potatoes. You could also get the bag that has the peppers and onions in them if that's about the amount of peppers and onions you want. Again, it's totally how you want to do this. Next, we need to add our liquids. So we've got 2 cups of non-dairy milk going in. You could switch that out if you wanted to. And we've got 4 cups of vegetable broth going in. This is just a dump and heat up. Remember I used the refrigerator veggie stock. So sometimes the things get it, doesn't mix up very well. And then, of course, we got to add some delicious seasoning to this. So I've got a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and a tablespoon of garlic powder going in. Adapt as you will. What I thought about after the fact, what would be really good in here is a little 4-ounce can of green chilies. I don't have that today. So that's not going to happen. So all we have to do is turn this onto, I'm going to get it up to a boil. And while we wait for that to get on a boil, I thought I would give you a little life update. So let's get that up to a boil. So if you remember in one of our previous videos, our foster dog Rizzo, well, after being with us for 6 months, he got adopted a few weeks ago. So now he's got a mom and a dad, and he's got two kids. They're 18 years old, but they're still kids. So he is doing really well as far as we know. So we're super happy for him. And like I said, we're going to do this at camp when we get there in Michigan. So it'll be easy. We have something in our RV. It's a, air fryer, convection microwave that we bought at Walmart. It's the size of a microwave and it goes right in our pop-up. And that way we can just heat up a couple bowls of this for dinner and it's going to be super easy. So once this comes back up to a boil, I am going to close the lid and cook it for 15 minutes. And then that's all it's going to be. And then we're going to come back and we're going to try it for you guys and give you some ideas of how to serve it. But it's that simple, easy for everybody, and it makes an easy weeknight dinner. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Okay, welcome back. Joe, you ready with the camera? After 15 minutes, this is the delicious soup that we have going on. I cannot, and it smells so good. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to eat this. So the reason why it cooks so fast is because you've used all those frozen ingredients. So your potatoes, those potatoes that are frozen like that, they take no time at all to cook. If you ever just wanted to make the recipe and use potatoes raw, it's going to take a little bit longer to get those potatoes to cook all the way through. But we're going to give this a taste test for you guys. There's different options or ways to serve it. You could put bacon bits on top. You could do cheese on top if you wanted to. I'm going to actually use green onions on mine. I'll let Joe reset the camera. The other option is if you want it thicker, you could take an immersion blender to it and blend some of that up, or take a cup out of it. Let me turn it off. If you don't have an immersion blender, you could also take a cup and a half of it out, blend it up in any kind of blender that you have, then put it back in, and that will naturally thicken it for you. Or you could do a cornstarch and water slurry. So it's totally up to you. We're going to eat it just like this because I'm just fine with that. So I'm going to top mine with green onions. Joe's not a fan, so he's just going to have it just the way it is. So he wants to, and this is very hot, so it should be fun on camera to give it to you guys. So tell me what's your quickest in the comments. Tell us what your go-to quick night meal is, because we all need those type of recipes, and to share it with each other, that's always good. We definitely want you to know. And if you're liking what you see, please like, subscribe, or even share it with your friends and family to give them some new ideas on things.
I would normally put some crackers in this.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You do like crackers.
Help cool it off, and it helps kind of thicken it up.
So good. So tasty. You can adapt the seasonings. You can add more corn, less corn, more potatoes. Make it your own. So, till next week, have a good week. Thank you for watching One Dish, Two Ways. Oh, if you will like, subscribe, and share, and comment below, that would be fantastic. Have a good week.